Somehow, here we are picking November TBR. Wow. Welcome to this House of Books. My name is Ashley, and on this channel I love to share books. November TBR. I am so excited to be filming my first TBR video specifically for this channel. I will link my October TBR video down below, and pretty much it's going to be kind of the same kind of setup. A little different though. I have a cup of tea because it's been crazy in homeschool stuff. If you're interested in secular homeschooling or following along with that, that is on my other channel, which is linked down below. So I'm going to take a sip of my tea and let's get started. Before we really get into picking books, there's a couple books that I wanted to talk about first. I am filming this, we still have quite a few days before the 1st of November. This one will definitely be finished soon, and that is Dreadful by Caitlin Rozakis. So I am currently reading this. I am further than that. I have not updated my bookmark. And then I have The Wren and the Holly Library. I already have the audio from the library, and so I'm going to listen to it. So those are not an option. At the beginning of the month, I also have another book from the library that came in, and that is One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. I'm really excited to read this and get into this series. Then I have two book club books. So one of my book clubs, we are going to be reading Homegoing by Ya Gyasi. Really excited for this. And then my other one, I had to have this one read pretty quickly at the beginning of the month, but we are reading First Fly Wins by Ashley Elston. So I have those. And then I always like to have my series pulled off, and this is what I'm starting November with. It's a lot. So some of these might make it onto my official TBR. Some of them might just sit on my book cart, and if I feel like reading them, I'm just going to pick them up and read them. On my book cart, I also have all of my fall books. I think so far I've only read 2 fall books, so I gotta step it up with that a little bit. These, they're gonna go right there for right now. Now, for my TBRs, I have 2 jars. This one has shelf numbers. I think 1 through 9 is what I have, and so generally I pick a shelf number and pick books off of that. I'm not going to be using this jar this month because I have a lot of new books that are spread all throughout, and I also have a lot of book of the month books that I would like to get my unread book of the month numbers down. So I'm just going to pick from whatever shelves. So I have this full shelf here. On the other side of the room, I have another shelf like this. I also have a hutch in my kitchen that has book of the month and classics. So I have a lot of books to pick from. I am going to be using this. So this is just all kinds of different fun prompts that I pick, and it helps me pick my books. I also don't have anything if I don't read all of my TBR books in the month, I don't get any kind of penalty or thing like that. This is really just to help me pick some books off my shelves that maybe sometimes they get on there and they kind of get forgotten about. So this kind of brings it to my attention a little bit more. I also generally pick 6 books, and I think that's what I'm going to pick again. Let's do the first one. Ew. Yeah, it fell. Ooh, new to you author. Well, I have quite a few. All right, let me look and see. It was actually easier than I thought it would be. I have a lot of new books recently, and a lot of them I haven't read the authors yet. So I'm going to be reading The Games Gods Play by Abigail Owen. First, this book is gorgeous, and it even has end pages in the front. So I believe, what does the back say? She'll fight for her life for The God of Death. Oh yeah, this is about Hades. The gods love to play with us mere mortals, and every 100 years we let them. Alright, I'm intrigued. This is on my list. Alright, swapped books. Here's the books that I'm picking. These are my series books. There we are. Let's pick prompt number 2. That. Upside down. Alright. Ooh, multiple POV. Alright. Apparently this month I am going for very large fantasy books. I'm going to pick up The Bone-Charred Emperor by Andrea Smith. I read The Bone-Charred Daughter a few months ago and absolutely loved it. It was kind of fun. I had my husband just go to my shelves and pick a book for me to read. And this is what he picked. Well, the first one. And I have since picked up number 2. I really, really enjoyed it. It's over 500 pages. I think that the magic system and the world and the characters are all wonderful. Unfortunately, I have heard that books 2 and 3 do not follow the same amazingness that book 1 did. And I'm really sad about that because I really liked it. But there are a lot of different characters in this book. I don't even know how many. We have Lynn, she's the main woman. Jovis, Nissan. Yeah, so it has at least 3 or more characters. So this is going to be pick number 2. Alright, let's pick book number 3. It's like digging down to the bottom. Here we go. I'm getting more than one. There. That's one. Finish a series. Well, good, because I have quite a few to catch up on. So I thought I would pick, cute, cozy book. But this actually doesn't catch me up with the series. And none of these other books actually catch me up on the series. I have one that if I read it, I will be caught up for at least a couple months until the next one comes out. Leather and Lark by Bryn Weaver. So this is the second book after Butcher and Blackbird. Check out the trigger warnings. There's a lot. But it's entertaining. You're following serial killers. This one is following a separate new set of characters, but all, tied together. And so I'm really excited to get into this one and read it. Fortunately, I have all kinds of light coming in the window here. Let me see if I can fix that. Hopefully that's not too dark. It actually kind of seems like it's lighter. I think my camera's not fighting with the sunlight. All right, I have 3 books. Let's pick number 4. This one. Ooh, pink on the cover. Okay. Let me go around and see. I would love to see if I have a book of the month that is pink on the cover. That would be a really good one. I found one. I actually had a couple, but I'm going to go for this one. It is Inkblood Sister Scribe by Emma Torres. So obviously has pink on the cover. Let's see. In this spellbinding debut novel, 2 estranged half-sisters tasked with guarding their family's library of magical books must work together to unravel a deadly secret at the heart of their collection. A tale of familial loyalty and betrayal in the pursuit of magic and power. So I've heard that people are kind of expecting this to be like cozier, but it really goes like into the mystery aspect of it. But I'm here for it. I want to read it. All right, book number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do this. All right. Published more than 2 years ago. Oh, that means I'm not going to be picking any more of my new books. This one was hard. I have a lot of books that are backlisted that I want to read. And when I start looking at all of them, I get really overwhelmed. But the book that I picked, let me double check its published date. Oh yeah, published in 2019, so perfect. I picked The Dutch House by Anne Patchett. I have not read this. I don't know if I've read any by her. I don't, but I have a couple of her books to read. it's about time. I've heard that the audio of this one is done by Tom Hanks, which sounds really fun. This is a family drama after the Second World War. You're following a family who is trying to get out of poverty and buys this house and kind of put on the show that they have money. But I think over the course of 5 decades, there's a lot that happens. So you're following the son and his sister as they kind of go through all the family stuff. So this is going to be my pick. All right, last one. Let's get a good one. This. Upside down. Oh, I just had this one last month. Yeah, I'm not going to do this 5-star prediction. I had it last month. I have a video linked down below where I actually read 2 5-star prediction books. So let's pick a different one. Let's go to the side. This one. Ooh, another color one. Green on the cover. All right, I had one of my brand new books that I'm really excited to read in my hands, and it had some green on it, but it was not primarily green. And so I decided, you know what? I will probably pick that one up anyways because I'm really interested to read it. I picked Britt Marie Was Here by Frederick Bachman. He's one of my favorite authors, like auto-buy. Earlier this year, end of last year, one of my book clubs, we read My Grandmother Asked Me to Tell You She's Sorry. And Britt Marie was a character in that book. And so this is kind of her after everything happens in that book. So I'm really excited to continue on and follow her. She's quite a character. And so I'm interested to see what happens. Here are all of my books. I'm really excited about this stack. This is amazing. And then obviously along with these, I have the books that I'm pulling over from the end of this month. Any of these? This one. Well, I have quite a few that I'm holding on to see if I want to continue on with the author or not. This I think is cute and funny. So that one will. The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. The first one was okay. This one will tell me, do I want to continue reading this series or by this author? Again, same thing. The first couple books have been okay. I think that this is book 3. They're not great. They're okay. So do I want to continue with this series or not? And this one might shock some people. Don't come for me. But I did a whole reading vlog 2 months ago, I think, reading my first Brandon Sanderson book. And I didn't really like it. So again, I think that the audio for this is going to come in November anyways, and it's going to decide whether or not I continue. But this is my official TBR stack. I'm really happy with that. As always, if you like this or anything else that I post here on this channel, make sure to like and subscribe down below, and I will be back for more soon.